Hey, good morning everybody. It's the Statesman, small van courier on a CX. It's Thursday the 12th and it's 9:15. I haven't been on the CX this week because I'm on holiday. Yay. Just a quick show you around. There you go. We're at Alton Broads at the moment. Got here yesterday. And one of you, just a short one. It's funny, while I've been down here, we came down on Sunday. Let's put them on, can't see. Came down on Sunday, and the jobs on here from Norwich is minimal. Big Beard is right. If you're in Norfolk, you ain't going to get a lot, and it's difficult. Must be difficult being a driver around there. But if you do get a job, if you're the only driver, you're going to get well paid, I think, as well. So I think if you are in a rural location, there's no drivers around, you can bid high. Whereas I'm based in Northampton, there's quite a few drivers. You've got to be competitive to get the job or have really good feedback. That's my opinion. I'm being a bit quiet because I think people on the next boats are not up yet. We've got powerboat racing on this Alton Broads tonight, which is going to be good. But hey, it's a great way of doing it. No work this week. Seems strange actually. It's the first time I took time off really like this a week, but it's good. Been doing a bit of fishing, so I'll show you around again. What we've got a share on a boat. This is not our boat totally. I own 8% of this boat. There's 12 of us in a syndicate. I had the syndicate for I've been in it 3 years now, so it works out really well. But on to pricing. I see Big Beardy's put something on there on his YouTube video about he thinks he's going in a bit cheap at the moment. Well, I've been looking, and also Van on the Run, I see they've been getting small van jobs at quite a high rate, sort of 85 pence up to 90p. Van on the Run got one for 85p I think a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, so I quote what I quote. I don't have a steadfast rule. I sort of judge it. If I'm quoting from Northampton where I am, I normally go in at 75p roughly. If there's no mileage or if it's up to 2 or 3 miles where I am, 75p all in. If it's going to somewhere like Birmingham, Coventry, Leicester, I may go in slightly less because I know as soon as I get there I'm going to get another job. So pricing stuff up can be awkward. If you're going to somewhere like I did a job to Hereford the other week, I made sure I quoted a fair bit higher, and the reason for that is because there ain't nothing comes out of Hereford, so you've got to travel back to somewhere in a catchment area. Same with Evesham. I did a job to Evesham, the other side of Evesham. I quoted slightly higher. Still got the job because I think the shipper knows that you're not going to get a job out of there. You're going to be lucky. Whereas London, I quote on time. What I mean by that is it may only be 62 miles, but if you look how long it's going to take you on your Google, it may take you 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. I normally quote London minimum about 140, especially if you've got I've got Euro 6, so Euro 6 I can get in the ULEZ okay, but the congestion of £15 you have to pay, so you have to put that on top. I always put that in the notes actually, because some shippers I think don't realise, if I'm doing 65 miles I'll put 95 on a job. You take off 15, so it's 80 quid. And if it's actually 3 hours, it's just over 25 quid an hour. That's the rate. And also getting out of London, you've still got to get out. It's alright getting in, you've got to get out, especially if you're going right in the centre. So that's how I quote jobs. On longer jobs like to Plymouth, Exeter, Bristol, I may quote slightly less, but it's all about you, what you think you can quote. Sometimes I'm quoting 60-65p on a job, 60p on a job, just to see if I can get it to get somewhere, and I haven't got it. And I think later in the day you have to quote slightly less, because if you're trying to get home, you want to get home. And if you've made your money early, first couple of jobs, then it's all good. But I say, this is my week in the life on the CX. and I'm not on the 6th, I'm on holiday on the Norfolk Broads. So next video will be probably next Tuesday. I'm back to work on Monday. We're back off holiday Friday night, Saturday morning-ish. And next video will be Tuesday, I think, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I hope you're all earning money. Speak soon.